So hi, Princess. I just wanted to know, how did you hear about us?
Well, I'm an Amazon customer. I buy everything off of Amazon, everything. So a friend of mine who children also go to school with my son recommended the book. She sent me an email link, text message link, was like, "Hey, check out these books. I bought these for my babies. You know, you can use it for your son." So I went online, I read reviews. I'm really particular when I go on, whether it's Amazon or any online site, I always read the reviews. And if there's a lot of good reviews, then I'll purchase the product. So I read the reviews. Everybody had good things to say. So I ordered the book. I actually ordered three of them. I ordered the fifth grade one because he's actually going into the sixth grade. So I ordered the fifth grade going into sixth, the seventh going into eighth, and the eighth going into ninth. I think that's how it was. So we have been using the book. We're actually on week 3 this week. We have on Monday we log in and he does the 3 assignments online, and then we do the ones in the book. So it's like week 1, day 1, day 2. So we've, like I said, we're in the week of 3. So far I'm loving it. I noticed that a lot of the activities are activities that he does during school, because when the pandemic hit, they had to go from the classroom to online. So
Yes.
it's kind of like Google Classroom. And so they had the different assignments, and the only concern I had was some of the assignments, they have to be graded. So I didn't know who grades those. So that was my only concern. I was going to be reaching out to somebody, just hadn't got a chance to. But so far, I'm loving it. I like the fact that once he finished and we submitted, he's able to see his grade. It tells him what he got wrong and it breaks it down. The book work, he does it in the book, and I just go to the back and check the answers. And then if he got it wrong, and if I understand why he got it wrong, I explain it to him. Okay, so this is why you got it wrong. So far I'm loving it. I've recommended it. I've sent the text message out to several of my friends that kids are
Mm.
also in school, and just something for him to do over the summer, because they actually got out of school a whole 2 months early. So they lost all that extra learning that he would have got if he was in school.
Mhm.
So my child is the type of child that if you don't make him do something, he ain't gonna volunteer to do it. So he passed to the sixth grade. So I, let him enjoy the rest of this break. But like I told him, you're getting ready to go to middle school. It's a totally different atmosphere than elementary and pre-K and Head Start. They babied you in that aspect. When
Mhm.
you go to middle school, it's like you either gonna get it or you're not.
Mhm.
And he's going to a magnet school, which is also a gifted school. So
Wow.
he got to keep up.
Mhm.
And like I told him, it's not that I'm punishing you or I'm making you do this. You need to be able to work over this during the summer, because you got out of school for 2 whole months. You're going to forget.
Mhm.
I'm in school myself. Just a 2-week break. When we went back to school, I was like, what is that? I don't remember that. So, like I said,
Yes.
I'm enjoying the book. I'm liking the book. I'm recommending it to other parents. The cost is tremendously, like, normally books like that from other sites will cost you somewhere to like $15-$20. I was able to get 3 books for under 40. So the price is extremely good. So like I say, so far we're loving it.
Okay.
Well, I'm loving it.
So I have some questions, like, were your expectations met, or did you have any expectations coming in and buying this book?
So far, like I say, my expectations was met. I was, kind of iffy. I was like, well, okay, I'm just gonna try it out. Because my mom was like, well, why did you buy all 3 of them if you ain't never used it? I said, well, I don't know. I just decided to buy all 3 because I think the first one was gonna be like maybe like $11-$12, but you know how they get you. If you buy all 3, you save this amount. So like I said, I was like, well, why not just go ahead and buy all 3? It's not like he ain't going to those different grades. So like I
Mhm.
say, so far, all my expectations were met. My only concern was who graded some of the assignments. That was the only issue that I had. I think it's like the writing assignment where he has to actually write something in, then it says to be graded. So I was just
Yes.
concerned as to who grades the part. And then once they grade it, am I able to see the grade or whatnot? So that was the only concern that I had. Everything else so far was fine.
So actually, to answer your question, the person who grades it is you, actually.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually go into the parent portal, and then when you see the questions of what your kid got wrong and did not, there's one section, one column called graded. You can click
Okay.
on it, and that's actually going to help you. Will just navigate you, will bring you to the question and what needs to be graded, what your kid's answer is, and what their correct answer should be. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it. Because a friend of mine was saying the same thing. She was like, "Well, do you know who graded it?" I was like, "I'm not sure." I said, "It's probably us." I said, "But I'm not sure." I said, "But I was told I was going to reach out to somebody." But that I know, like with the Google Classroom, when we send their assignments in, it goes to a teacher, so the teacher grades it. So that, like I said, that was my only issue, my only concern. So far, everything else has been good.
Does your child use the book daily?
Yes, he does. We the beginning of the week we do the 3 assignments online. He does all 3 of those at one time, and then we do day 1, whatever week we in, we do day 1. The next day is day 2. Sometimes if I know we got somewhere to go, I make him do like 2 days together. So therefore we won't skip. But yes, he works on it every day.
How long does it normally take him to do one day of work?
I'd say on a normal note, maybe 30 minutes at the most. If not, probably somewhere between 15-30 minutes at the most. If he knows that once he finishes, he can go play his video game or get on his phone, he'll go ahead and get in there and do it.
That's what I was hearing from a lot of parents too.
Yeah, that was like my big incentive. I was like, well, you don't want to do this work, then don't play the video game, don't get on your phone. You know, it is what it is. So his thing is, he'll get up and say, okay, do I have to do schoolwork today? I say, yep. He said, okay, well, let me get started because, so I finish, quick, I get on my video game.
That's true. It's only 30 minutes. 30 minutes out of 24 hours, you could play a lot.
And thank you.
Another question I had is, at the end of every week, there's like a fun activity. Have you guys gotten a chance to try it? How do you guys like it?
We haven't got a chance to. Well, let me see. I take that back. Let me see. Have we did fun activity? I don't think we have. I know last week there was the section with the sign languages. And so I asked him, had he reviewed that, and he did. And so I told him to show me some of the sign language. So I told him that we're going to work on that a little more because that's something that he needs to know. Because when I was in school, I knew all the sign languages, but you can ask me one now, and I'd be like, I don't know. So I told him that's something that he needs to learn and he needs to know for himself because he may be in a situation where he needs to help somebody that can't speak, that is deaf. And if he knows how to communicate with that person or that child, he could possibly help them.
Yeah, so that's bonus.
I told him that's something that we're really going to work on over the summer.
So there are other activities like mazes. Like, have you guys gotten to work on those?
Not yet. We haven't did it because I'm in school too, so I kind of have to adjust my schedule with his. And so what we are going to start working on a lot of the activities. But he did do the sign language one.
Does he like it?
Yeah.
If you could see one thing changed or improved, what would it be?
A little more assignments with the online section. Like they have the 3 different assignments. They have the reading, then they have the vocabulary, and then the summary at the end. And I noticed that in the book, it's more of the math. So if they could just have a little more assignment with the week, because it's just for a week. So once he does those 3 assignments at the beginning of the week, then he's done with the computer. And then we work in the book. So if they had a little more assignments, because I think he likes doing it more on the computer versus the book. I'm okay with both, but I just think maybe they can just like add like 2 reading assignments, 2 vocabulary assignments, and maybe like an extra writing assignment. Like I say, just a little more assignments with the online, because a lot of the children enjoys doing the online versus sitting down in a book.
Have you guys had any trouble with the online portion as in accessing?
No.
That's great.
I logged in, did the little access code, set up everything. They quickly sent me an email with our username and password. I went in and changed it. So far we have not had any problems. Okay.
So what would you say about your overall experience?
Overall experience, I mean, I'm happy with it. Like I say, I haven't had any trouble. The assignments are, for his grade level, are fairly easy. What I do is when he logs on, I'll allow him to read the passage first and answer the questions. And then before he submits it, I go back through it. I'll read it myself and then answer the questions to make sure, he has the correct answer. When he does the vocabulary, I allow him to answer all 20 of them, and then I go back through them and just check them before he submits it. So far, he's been doing good. So overall, I'm satisfied. Like I said, I've told just about everybody I know, hey, y'all check out these books. You know, get these babies off these video games, off these phones, and in a book. Because you know, school, they getting ready to go back to school in just a little bit, and they all gonna be sitting there looking crazy, like we don't know this stuff.
Okay, well, thank you very much for just talking to me and just giving me some of like comments. Like this is very valuable because for us, this is like we're learning what our customers want, what our parents and our kids need, which is the most important. Because we don't want to just create books, but it's like we want them to be useful, you know. And that's like our goal. I want to remind you that we actually have a summer short story competition.
Okay.
Which is if you go on the last week 9, it should be called Summer Experience.
Okay.
And then for that, a short story competition, you know how every week there's a diary where the child can write about what they have been doing during the summertime. So at the end of this week 9 summer experience, they can write like a short story, kind of like a short essay, and submit it.
Okay.
And then so we will review it, and the winner gets a $100 gift card.
Okay. Gets
a trophy, a certificate, and a 1 year to our Step Up program. So our Step Up program is even more advanced than, it just gives you more questions, more activities to do. And it's normally that is a subscription. But, you know, we'll also provide that as the prize. I also want to let you know that we have, if you look at the beginning of the book, the first few sheets of the workbook, it says that we have a weekly competition.
I saw that.
Competition, do it. Because if you post a picture on Twitter of just what you're doing during summer, you tag us in. Every week we choose a winner, and they get $50 gift card for Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, we would love if you could review our book on Amazon and just maybe leave a comment about your experience. And also, would you also be willing to write maybe a short testimony for us, 3 to 5 sentences tops? And you could just email it to me. And also, we would love if we could have a picture of like your child doing the workbook or something that went along with the testimony. And those would be published on our blog on our website, if that is okay with you. And also, you'll be did you receive the document I sent you? It was a PDF. It was a waiver form.
Yeah, I did see that, and I was going to email you back. Well, I was going to ask you, do I need to fax it or email it back to you?
You could just email it back to my to how we've been communicating. And you could just also have the testimony and a picture kind of attached to it. And besides that, I think there's one more thing. Oh, and also you will receive the gift card shortly through your email too. Yeah, but besides that.